for the question, but I don't got nobody to ask the question to today. As you can see, everybody's called out or running late or walk on in. But I'm here, punctual, doing my job. Um, we, it comes to a point we all have responsibilities and things like that. So I understand. It's nothing, but I'm here solo dolo to get the ball rolling. As you got Lou, aka Mr.97 for set. You heard? And you have now entered the Infinity Room. Behind the boards, I got my little man again. P Money, P Money, P Money. What's up, little man? How you doing? Oh, he didn't want a mic again, so we didn't set him up. But y'all know how this go usually. I ask how everybody week is. I'm joking. Let's go to it. So my week, this week was a better week. Still going through a couple of like trials and tribulations, but it's clearing up. I got a few of my bank accounts back. My baby girl's doing good. My son's doing good. My daughter's doing good. My oldest daughter. It's so surreal to say my oldest daughter now. It's so cool. It's so cool. So cool. Other than that, I just been home trying to get ready, studying, doing things like this, trying to get y'all the best content I could get y'all, honest to God. That's all I really be doing right now. I'm home injured. My MRIs came back with a bunch of sprains. I got to see a hand specialist. Yeah, that's it. PT all day. I got to do PT and just be mindful. The weather's changing. People getting sick. My baby girl Lulu was home for the week because she was sick. So please be careful out here. Be careful out here. Other than that, yeah, chilling. So we switching it up a little bit today. Today's a little different since it's a solo cast. We're gonna call this a solo cast, the Infinity Room solo cast with your host Lou, aka Mr.97%, with P Money on the board. You heard? So Sean Poe, if you from Brooklyn, you already know the vibe. Shout out Sean. Sean had sat down with Cam and Mace on It Is What It Is podcast, all shows. Let me not call it podcast. No disrespect to Cam and Mace. And my son Cam got straight to it, asked Sean and Mace to talk about the time they dated Brandy. I think simultaneously at the same time, unknowns to one another. Sean told his story, how he was running around. That was his dream girl. He caught her. Blah, 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 blah. You know how Mace was Shaq and he was special. You know how that goes. You feel me? So it'd be like that. Since then, Brandy had made a Instagram post saying that Sean is lying. She's gonna drop a book, her memoirs to explain. And since then, Sean came back and said Brandy's lying and she has to lie for her image. I don't want to say this is messy. This is more funny. Have you ever? Yeah, what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I'm jacking. Sean is telling the truth because she only said Sean. She ain't say nothing about Mace. And Mace is part of the story. Mace didn't confirm nor deny. He just was like, I don't need to add on to the story. Not saying that, you know what I mean, Brandy's a liar or nothing like that. But her image is one of those images because we grew up loving Brandy. A sweetheart, Moesha, a little bit of Thea. If you know, you know. So, shit, Cinderella. Like, Brandy was one of those. She was a Disney princess. She was all of that. She did all of that. So I understand her imagery and having to uphold it. But all these years later, they talking about something in the past. This ain't current events. We always young. We always dumb. We all made mistakes. So it happens. Or we know we always having fun. I don't want to call it a mistake. Sometimes you having fun when you're young and you don't think it's going to haunt you or be brought up again. Sometimes you think things happen and then people going to move on. Not going to bring it up 20, 30 years later. But it be like that sometimes. But it could be promo for Brandy to roll out her book. So I ain't mad at that. Now she could use that to roll out her book. Just don't get in there. I don't know, Brandy. Actually, this is what they like. So get in there and stir it up, talk about da-da-da-da, and then have people rebut to you and see what's going on. And y'all be good to go. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like camera action. I'm waiting for it. But Sean and May shared some stories over their bad boy time. So that was a dope moment. I ain't mad at that. If you know, you know, Bad Boy was that label. Was definitely that label back then. So I get it. And it's hard to believe the way some of them snipers be sniping that it was a fib being told. But like I said, Brandy, don't get mad. Use it as a rollout. Finish your book, push it, drop it, and then cause the effect that you can. But as you know, Brandy has a little brother that everybody, when stuff like this happen, you know he gonna pop out and show out. In typical Ray J fashion, Ray J threatened to start slapping people, talking about you can't talk about my sister like that. I'm not even here to talk about Ray J long. After that, they just posted a video of Ray J getting slapped. That's none of my business. That's cool. Not trying to be that messy. All I'm saying is prayers up to Ray J, because I could have swore a few weeks ago he said he only had like a month to live. So you shouldn't be out here threatening people. Let's keep your, you know what I mean? Let's keep your spirits high. Let's keep your mentality high. And I mean, pray that a speedy recovery. Hopefully you're doing better, because if somebody slap you, it's not going to look good if you out here on the internet saying you died. You know what I'm saying? So there's no gangster point in that. And Ray J, there's no gangster point in you threatening people either. But I just say, I don't know. I'm new to the internet thing, so I'm trying to learn. I'll talk too much garbage. You heard? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You heard? You heard? You heard? What else been going on in this world? What else been going on in this world? Because we got to switch it up. Because a lot of my things be talking to them. Oh my gosh. Yes, I wanted to talk about, I'm not even gonna do that because I need answers to understand all of these new waves that's going on today. It's just so many things that's going on. So I had a funny question. Now I just wanted to know people, because lighten it up a little bit just to throw a mood. Who are you closer to? Your blood cousin? No. Sorry. Wrong. I apologize. Who are you closer to? Your cousin or your nephew? I honestly think low key you are closer to your your nephew, because your nephew is your brother or sister's child compared to your cousin being your auntie's child. So they both a little far removed because there's another person involved that's Sting, but I could be wrong. I think your nephew or niece is closer to you than, say, your cousin. I could be wrong. This is just weird things I be asking myself, and I wonder out there. This is for the people to answer me. I don't know. I don't know how to do like the closeness as a family line. I don't know how it is. And I grew up not knowing all my cousins. I knew, shout out CJ. I mainly knew my cousin CJ. Shout out Kadeem and stuff like that. But I mainly grew up with around my nieces and nephews, which is weird because whatever, they grown. But yeah, so I don't know. That's just a question I wanted to know. Cause I got nephews older than little brothers in my family, so I just wanted to know who's closer. That's just a weird thing to say. Weird thing to say, but we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. So Rick Ross, the boss, the biggest, you heard? Send a cease and desist to the Remy Ma Network for their movie The Biggest Boss, where he sent a cease and desist for them using his name, The Biggest Boss, and his music in their movie. From the trailer of the movie I guess is supposed to allegedly be Ricky Rose when he was a CEO before he came up as a rapper and doing all these things. I didn't see the movie. I saw the trailer. When I first saw the trailer, I really thought Rick Ross had a part in it, because I don't know. I didn't believe that people are that brave or that ready to jump off the roof to disrespect somebody that's like still alive without speaking to them. Not disrespect, but like, I guess make a quote unquote life story. It's because it's not a documentary. This is different. A quote unquote life story about somebody while they still here with, I don't know, with the internet. I don't know. The trailer looks. The trailer didn't make him look bad. The trailer didn't make him look wild. I'm not talking about Ross. Whoever the character was portraying, I don't know. I don't remember if his name was anything. I don't know if his name was Robert or anything in the trailer, but it was a little eye-opening to me to find out like Ross has nothing to do with it, because that's funny. Because if you're from the towns, if you're from Brooklyn or whatever, the New York period, you 50 and Ross had a little situation. It came out Ross was a CEO when he was younger, and then they called him Officer Ricky for a little bit. It died out, whatever. Here from time to time, people bring it up. So to see a movie come out or trailer come out like that, I really truly thought that he had something to do with it. But to see the cease and desist, I'm not mad at it. If he got nothing to do with it, you can't play with a grown man like that. That's crazy. That's so disrespectful to play with it, because you would not like whoever made that movie. You would not appreciate somebody sit there and telling your story, and the way they tell your story about you is crazy, and they might portray certain things about you. You wouldn't like that. So people got to be mindful, because just like if Rick Ross had his network and he wanted to write the Remy Ma story and the way he wanted to paint the shooting, and it would have been crazy. You got to be mindful. Got to be mindful dealing, especially with these petty people in this industry. I don't know. Ross might come back, but cease and desist, I think that's a fair boom boom. Like, all right, chill. I'm gonna let you boom put it down and we go about it. I don't know. I'm gonna keep my eyes on that one, because I was really interested. I was like, Ross has absolutely nothing to do with this. Nah, that has to be a joke. They have to be kidding. Oh God, they have to be kidding. Have to be. But I don't know, Ross. Figure it out, Remy. I'm not mad at the network. Just be mindful of stuff like that. Y'all can make fun of a lot of people. Don't make fun of other rich people, because they gonna come for they coin, they check. But I respect what Remy doing outside of that. Keep doing your thing, Remy. Keep doing your thing. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so we have a versus coming up. A versus is coming up March 26th. I believe that's a Thursday. Don't quote me. Just March 26th is the day. We have Tank versus Tyrese. Tank versus Tyrese should be a fun battle. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm the biggest R&B guy in the world. I know some Tank records, and I definitely know some Tyrese records. I know Tank wrote a few records for people, so I am intrigued to see that, because I know Tank is a very, very, very good singer. So to probably hear him perform some of the songs he wrote and his own song, it'd be a vibe. Tyrese is a character, a good actor, animated, know how to play the role, know how to feed off the crowd from his interviews. I'm not gonna say I went to his shows, but from there he get the vibe. So that could be a fun live performance. I'm not mad at that. Looking forward to that. But I just brought up verses because I wanted to see, right? I feel like it's a little disrespect on my man Head Top. I wanted to know who's a good matchup for Big Sean. I'm jacking Meek Mill. I think Meek Mill versus Big Sean is low key a good matchup because of what is that? I don't want to quote that wrong. I don't know if that's 2011 or 2012 or 2013 or that little run between 2010 and 2014. Big Sean was right there with Meek. They was dropping records. It's similar sounding, not similar context to the words in the bar, but the sound and the upbeat and the rapping. I think that'd be a fun versus. I could be bugging, I could be chatting out the side of my face and all that good stuff. But I think Big Sean versus Meek Mill is a good matchup. I do think Meek will win, but I don't think it's like a washout. I think it's a heavyweight bout. I think it's a decision fight. Nobody getting knocked out. Like 11-9 or whatever the score has to be. It's real close, but I think Big Sean could hold up against Meek. I think Meek could hold up against a lot of other people. I just think that would be a fun matchup for them too, because I see people say like Big Sean versus Wale. That's cool. I don't know. Wale is nice too, but I'd rather see Wale go against somebody else. I'm trying to think of somebody else that was running in that era that Wale could go up against. Because Wale got records, but then he also got mad haters. So he got to be mindful who he go up against. Like, real mindful against who he go up against. So, I don't know. I don't want to get off top. I was just talking about Big Sean. A little Big Sean love randomly. I don't know why his name crossed my mind, but shout out Big Sean, shout out Meek Mill. No disrespect. I just think that'd be a nice Detroit versus Philly. Two gritty cities going at it. The love, respect is there. I think that'd be a vibe. Oh God, I honestly think that'd be a vibe. Let me know in the comments what you would want to do. Let me know. Please tell me more. All right, let's see. Because I'm not gonna drag you guys out since it's just me today. I'm gonna get y'all a little short. I'm not gonna run through all of the, you know what I mean, by myself because I'm gonna save that for the guys. But what is it? All right. Um, I guess you could get to know me a little bit more. I don't know. I hate freestyling and I hate overthinking. But what has it been? What has it been? All right, now I'm a father of three now. I got Preston, Lulu, and Lovey, my three angels, my babies, my prince, and my two princesses. Um, what has fatherhood taught me? Um, Patience, responsibilities, accountability, and it also taught me how kids are you at a point in your life. It may not be who you are today, but at one point in your life, you might look at your kid and be like, what are they doing? But if you like take a moment and think about it, you might have did the same thing. You might have did it in front of them and forgot. You might have said something in front of them. You might have been on the phone when you thought they wasn't around. From my journey, because my oldest is about to be 14, like kiddo. From my journey, I feel like at the age of 3, first they start to catch wave of certain things, and that's when they start poking and trying to see the vibe on what's going on. You just got to be mindful because a lot of the habits they got at the age of 3 is gonna ride out until about 7, 8, until they try to hit a switch and understand a little bit more. Because the kid, like, I feel like as a parent or some of the parents I do speak to, they underestimate their child. Not saying my children are like gifted or extra smart, but I think my kids are like attentive and pay attention to detail. So I don't know if that's a different thing. So they understand who their parents are. So they know certain things they can ask dad and there's certain things they can ask mom. And I don't think people pay attention to how important that is at a young age. Like if you don't nip that in the butt, that could cause division in the parents, especially if the parents are not together. So that's something that I learned in my journeys. What else have I learned? Please don't kill me, women. I learned a lot of y'all start off the way y'all are today. I don't know. My daughter's only 4, so I'm not thinking. My daughter's only 4, and my other daughter's 2 weeks old. But I learned that a lot of the mannerisms that like my 4-year-old shows me, a lot of grown women I came across in my life have the same mannerism. Not calling y'all childish. I don't want that to be what I'm saying. I'm not calling y'all childish. I'm just saying like piggyback off what I just said a minute ago. My daughter knows to come to me and attempt to ask me certain things she wouldn't ask her mother because I'm a father. So I look at that like she knows how to read a room. She know how to get her way. She know when to throw in the fake tear. She know when to bat her eyelash. And I feel like that's what grown women know how to do today. So I'm not calling y'all childish. I just feel like y'all learn these mannerisms at a young age, especially if you have a father in your life, because my wife is the more strict one when it comes to the girls. I am not gonna lie, I'm a little bit loosey goosey, but when it gets a little too far to plan, I'm like, hush it down because I think the voice of reason needs something. But I think that's like I'm learning. I'm studying my daughter to see because I've been studying women from the outside for the longest, like dating them, talking to them. I have female friends, I have girlfriends, I got a wife now, like all of this. So now I have 2 daughters. I have a Leo and a Pisces, which is ironic because I have a female best friend that's a Leo and a female best friend that's Pisces. Shout out Didi and shout out JJ. Leia. So now I'm getting to see from the ground up. This is like building a building and you just bought the land. That's how I look at my children. It's like we just bought land and now we trying to figure it out. So I hope women don't take that as disrespect, but I learned that y'all mannerisms start really early. And if y'all know how to get away with it, y'all gonna use that thing for the rest of your life. Girls know how to bat their eyelashes and look at you all googly eyed and get what they want out of you all the time. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So I get it. I'm here for it. Also, the same thing with young men. I'm not gonna sit here and leave y'all. There's a lot of grown men that once I feel like I'm talking to my son, the conversation gets weird. Like if I feel like I gotta repeat myself in a certain manner, like I'm talking to my teenage son, I'm like, damn. I don't know if I'm the only one that looks at it like that because it does frustrate me when I'm talking to a grown man and they not understanding not words, but they're not understanding what's going on, or they don't understand accountability, or they don't understand the role they played in certain things, or they don't know how to answer a question. I feel like I'm dealing with my teenager. I get frustrated. I don't say nothing because I'm not their father. I don't get frustrated with my teenager. That's the crazy part. I don't get frustrated with my teenager unless he try to play me like I'm stupid. He know the vibe. You try to play me like I'm stupid, but other than that, when you talk to a grown man and he don't know if he coming or going, bro, it's like a disappointment. It's like you just like you ashamed to be that's your homie or your man's, or even be associated with somebody that just don't understand themselves or don't know who they are. You can't be 37, 38, 39, 40 trying to figure out who you are as a person. You could be trying to figure out a new craft, a new dream and stuff like that. But you as a person, you should have some type of roots and what you believe in, how you walk, how you carry yourself, how you handle yourself when you walk in certain room. And if I'm talking to you and I'm feel like I'm talking to my son, because my son 13 about to be 14, I feel like he's learning that now. So by the time he's in his 20s, hopefully he understands how to walk in the room. How when sometimes when you gotta demand attention, sometimes when you gotta read the room and play the back. These are little things that, you know what I mean? I feel like he should learn. Um Damn, I don't know. I don't know. One day I'm gonna have my kids come and tell y'all what they think of me as a father. I would love to. I can't be here because I want honesty because I think all my kids love me. My first two, obviously, my third one, she loves me. She know the vibe. But my first two, I think they love me. The ups and downs, I'm truly honest with my kids. I tell my kids as much truth as I can. I'm as honest as I am. If I'm messed up, they know. If I'm up, they know. If I'm having a bad day, they don't know because that's none of their business. If I'm having a great day, they know. They are raised in love and togetherness. That's that. I'm corny. Out of my father. Before we get out of my father life, I just want to say, and being a husband, I learned. I get why a lot of you niggas don't want to get married. It ain't easy. It ain't. You gotta love your wife. You gotta love your girl. You gotta be willing to go through mood swings. You gotta be willing to sometimes be talking to like you the little homie. It be like that sometimes, but not disrespectfully. But you know, sometimes in a daily hustle and bustle when we going through everything, sometimes the way somebody asks for a favor, I do it myself, it may come off a little wrong, but you got to understand that's your lady. And y'all got so much moving parts that sometimes she might forget to say please and thank you. So don't be offended. That's what I learned. Sometimes the little things matter, but sometimes you got to let some of the little things slide as well. You can't let that make or break your relationship because it's a cold world out here. And if you love somebody, you got to work for it. If you love somebody, you gotta work for it. That's all I gotta say. Love you, baby. Love my kids, the Rufus gang. Like, I ain't trying to think. I just getting y'all a little sectional, little, you know what I mean? Little backstory. This is what I like to do. I like to give advice. I'm not before I wrap up this, I'm not a expert at dating, but I did a lot of research in these streets. I talked to a lot of women and I got a lot of women friends, but it's deeper because I started as a young man. So I started off in my teens, 13, 14. So I'm talking to girls my age. So I've been talking and dissecting girls first at 13 and 14. When I was 13 and 14, let's clarify that, until now that I'm a grown man and still talking to grown women. Some of the mindsets change, some of it don't. But I don't know. Like a lot of people blame the internet for why dating is so bad. Yes, that is a part of it, but it is a generation like myself, people that are borderline 40, late 30s, early 40s, that was born and raised and was teenagers before cell phones and social media took over completely. So we should understand how to still meet somebody in person and X, Y, and Z. So when I do see people in my age bracket complaining about dating, I think you're just scared to get off the bench. I think you're scared to go dive in the water. And I understand for men and women, it's hard to talk to a stranger today because we have all of these, I don't know what they call, we have all of these new rules where you got to be mindful when you approach a girl or a woman, how you talk to them. Not saying that it wasn't like that before, but a yo baby yo might have worked in 2003, 2004, 2005, and it may not work in 2026. That's what I mean. In that sense, like the way you talk to them may change and the way you approach them may change. But there's certain things that will never change. You smell good and you can hold a conversation. Fellas, ladies will go crazy. Just don't. It's like a slippery slope because once you know how to do that, it's hard to turn it off. It's hard to turn it off. When you feel like you can hold a conversation with any woman in this world, it's hard. It's like no off switch. I'm not. And when I say talk, I don't mean sexual. I mean, like, hold a conversation where y'all both interested. She telling you things you want to hear. You answering those things. You telling her about yourself and vice versa. You got her smiling, throwing little jokes in it. That's communication with the ladies, fellas. I'm just saying, like, you gotta listen more than you talk when you first meet her. So you can understand it's not a game, it's not the thing, it's just a study so you know if that's what you want or not. Because if you hear her enough and you realize she not on the type of time you want, don't waste your time, don't waste her time. Y'all be sitting here 6, 7 months praying somebody change and then call that person this, that, and the third and all type of nonsense. Come on, you had Ari Lennox talking about she loves somebody after 3 months. This generation is crazy to me. You 3 months ain't nothing. Nothing. But you know, hey, I'm not a relationship expert. I'm not nobody special. I love people. I lost people. Got people back. And that's all it is. Like, you got to go through it. I understand attachment is like really hard to cut off, especially if you spend 6, 7 years with somebody and y'all talked about building a future. Y'all damn near build a future together. Y'all did everything but have kids together and get married. Y'all lived together. Y'all had dinners. Y'all hung out with double dates, friends, all that type of fly shit. Went on vacation together, and then y'all break up. I understand it's hard to move on and start over, but we got to either that or you gotta fix it. Either you gonna fix it or you gotta just suck it up and go on. I'm not saying right away, but eventually. Because then if you one of them people that's worried about what your friends think, you're not gonna want to go back and double back to all of that. So it's just little mind things. Everything is your mind. Be comfortable in your skin. Be comfortable in your decisions. Be comfortable in what you want to do about these things. Don't let the internet control you. Don't let your homegirl control you. Don't let your mama control you. Don't let your daddy control you if you of age, because my kids got to listen. But you get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like, date freely. Respect your body, men and women. Like, I get it. I understand hitting every chick is dope, but respect your body after a while. Learn it. Figure out how you doing this. Every girl, some girls deserve the freaky, and some girls deserve the love making. So you gotta know the difference of the two. So you gotta know which one you want to fall in love and which one you trying to get away from. It's just little mind games, fellas and ladies. The same too. Protect your cookie. Not saying make him beg for it, but make him work a little hard for it. Make him appreciate it by the time he get it. So when he do get it, he value it, even if it's good or bad. Because just like they say, women stay with men with whack sex, men stay with women with bad sex if they love them and they rocking with them. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean, I'm not trying to be here all night. That was my little relationship corner with Lou. That might be a segment where I give a little relationship life here and there. I'm gonna wrap that up on this because this is a solo. I really don't like talking by myself. I like feedback, but you know, I try something new. I really appreciate my son for being here because I'd have never did this without him. I thank you for being on the boards, P. I love you. We gonna see a mini episode of The Infinity Room. I'm your host, Lou. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna start reading comments one day. Please keep subscribing. We have 477. If we could hit 500 by April, I think we can still hit the 1,000 by December. But just like that, that's a wrap. We out of here. You heard?